Welcome to the house that Rockney built. Leahy turned into legacy, Parsegan renovated, and Holtz restored. Notre Dame Stadium, the home of the Fighting Irish. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Hokies offense takes the field to start this game off. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often. And he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right?
Oh, look out. There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Hokies racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, we talk a lot about quarterbacks having to make the right decisions in the pass game, reading coverages, et cetera, but how about in the run game as well? On these zone reads, on RPO-type plays are the option. Knowing when to keep the football and making that decision quickly, you saw a great example of it by the QB there.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On third down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And thank goodness that was just a deflection, because this young man, we've seen him make big play after big play. He's the best in the nation at intercepting the football. So be wary when you throw that way. That might be a no-fly zone.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out, first time they've had the ball today. And there's no doubt, guys, we will be focused on these two star playmakers on the outside.
I'm curious to see how much man coverage we're going to see today. I don't know if either of these defenses is confident enough to go mano-a-mano with these two dudes on the field. They're two of the best in the nation.
These cornerbacks aren't looking for man-to-man coverage. I can promise you that. They'd be like, give me some help over here. But we're going to see some split screens, and we're going to see who had more catches, who had more yards. We're definitely going to be breaking that down this game.
Hit the afterburners, kid. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll... After a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Got room at the 35, and he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Looking to move it through the air. Fires on the run. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
The quick out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Here come the Irish again, this time doing it through the air.
And getting a little balance, right? We talked about how they like to be physical and they like to run the football. But when you get that balance going, man, it makes it easy to call plays, start to settle in, everything looking good on offense.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Caught near the sticks. It's McNamara. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for first and goal.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Irish! They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. It didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. On target. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
Really nice looking pass there. I'll tell you, they ask you to do a lot at Virginia Tech when you're the quarterback. You're expected to make plays with your feet because of some of the greats that have come before you, but you've also got to be able to hurt defenses throwing it as well. The entire playbook is open and at your disposal, and this guy right now, he's showing you with his arm talent, he can carve up this defense.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. And the Hokies are in the hurry-up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Hokies line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. First down here for the offense. Handoff from the gun. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. He's going to pass on second down. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Trying to find his man on first down. Moving away from pressure. Across the 25, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. He wants to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Pocket starts to collapse. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. They're trying to get to him. Oh, picked off. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Leaves it with the running back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Going for it all. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. The football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the returner is stopped. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Feeling some heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
And the offense has found a lot of success throwing to this guy out of the slot. He's done a nice job working the middle of the field, winning his one-on-one matchups, and this quarterback really feels a good rhythm when he's looking his way.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
They finally make the stop at the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. He's going to pass. He uncorks one deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
Gonna let it fly. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Gets it out quickly. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He's looking to throw it. Getting some heat. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Lets it go. The freshman just a little too much on that one. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 1930 football. Try to get the first down. Fires to the middle. He's got him and they convert. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown Notre Dame! A great catch and run for 6.
Well, the quarterback does a great job with his decision-making. He found the matchup he wanted one-on-one. His tight end's able to stretch the field. He makes the catch, and he does the rest of the work himself, running it into the end zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. The offense will quickly use the timeout.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Hokies will call on their punt team. Wants to bring it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback checking the play. They'll throw it on 1st down. He lets it fly. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Hokies will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Here come the Irish back on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with him.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
The give to the tailback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the ground with the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the... Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the catch. It's McNamara. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Gutierrez. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score in the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Using the quick game. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He's got great speed. Bringing the heat. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. He's got his man. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. He's starting to get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback. We know their brand and we know who they are, but are they going to get ballers at that position? Are they going to get a great Ian Book, a great Brady Quinn? That's the next step, and if they find that guy, Notre Dame can do everything they want to do and be great in college football.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's got it. They will score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Hokies want to pick up the tempo.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that, too, because it's obvious. The defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
Now the play fake. He'll throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Wolf. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Second down coming up. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Gets it to the back. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Try to get it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
Now rolling to the left. Slings it downfield. He makes a catch. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the catch. It's McNamara. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. It's complete. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Air Force is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Colorado Springs, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Army.
Comes out throwing on first down.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Couldn't make the play on first down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed.
He'll take a deep shot here. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And the Hokies are marching down the field. Back to the air one more time. It's caught. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Hokies.
Yeah, and really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
Man, it's so many times these don't work. You practice them all week long. Nobody jump off sides. Make sure you stay on sides. Get down there as quick as you can. Hit the first person in front of you. Try to get a lucky bounce, and man, if they didn't get one, and get the big onside kick.
Okay, ready? Quarterback by himself in the backfield.
Get set, get set. Ready.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. The throw to the outside is complete. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Hokies moving quickly to the line.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
A lot of urgency for this offense. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Good timing on the quick out. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. And the Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Here come the Irish back on offense. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
He's got it. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Snapped it in the shotgun. Pressure coming. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. How about this crowd rattling the rafters and trying to help their defense? To the air on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out